Fujin guide, ladies and gentlemen. Windy Jesus extraordinaire. I've kind of like not wanted to do this guide because I hate this character and I hate fighting this character. And like, if I make, it's kind of like Cetrion. I'm going to make a beginner guide and then create more Fujins, and then I got to fight more of this shit. But that's how committed I am to leveling you clowns up. So let's get into it, all right? Why would you pick this character? If you're trying to be serious at this game, why wouldn't you pick this character? Right? Like you should pick this character if you want to go competitive. There's more answers. It's easier to answer why you wouldn't pick Fujin. Like, you really like Scorpion. Okay, that makes sense, right? Or I really don't like playing a top tier. Okay, that's stupid, but whatever. Other than that, there's no reason to not pick Fujin. The primary reason most people pick Fujin is they have a strong attraction to Windy Jesus. I would say that he's probably the husbando of Mortal Kombat. I think that's a fair assessment. Is that a lot of thirsty ass, women's and gay dudes, they really like Windy Jesus. His character archetype is that you don't get to play. All right, if I pick Fujin, my character archetype is you don't get to play. He locks you down in any position on the screen and makes you absolutely terrified to do anything at any time. And once he starts doing shit, he can loop it and restand it right back into doing more of his dumb shit. He's just I wouldn't want to say a set play character. He's not so much of like, oh, let me put you in a frame trap. It's more of at any point, at any time, right? At any time, I'm going to hit this shit. And if I hit this shit and you get hit clean, okay, I'm going to take you for a ride. And you just got to hold this. 23% of your health just gone from full screen because you decided at that moment that it might be a good idea to walk forward, jump, do a projectile, whatever you were doing that wasn't block at any time against Fujin, you get a combo and he just gets to smile and laugh at you. Oh, and he restands you, so fuck your wake up, right? That is Fujin's character archetype. So let's go into his build. For the build, right now we have the air abilities, so he can do his moves in the air, which pretty much is just the tornado because we don't have the Tatsu. We have Warp Needle, which is the restand, and then we have Skywalker, and there's a bunch of shit out of Skywalker. We'll cover that in a sec, but let's go first over the this shit. So we have this. There's no amplify to it, but we can do it in the air now. So the idea is off of a Skywalker, we can cancel into this, right? Because in order to combo off a Skywalker, you've got to do that shit, right? And that makes this string... Hold on. This is such a hard fucking shit to play. Whatever. You do this, right? And then you gotta do that shit. You do that shit to combo off of it. Costs a defensive bar. But with Air Arsenal, I can combo into that. So I can do dumb shit like this, right? And get a combo from anywhere that I can land a Skywalker amplified. So that's why Air Tornado is important. You can also move when he does it, right? So you just do it, you can fly, and it has that same property in the air, right? You can even do short hops, and that shit's pretty stupid, right? But he's able to do basically that move in the air. The next move we have equipped is Warp Needle. It's just the sword thing. This move is cheap as fuck. Okay, you can amplify it, make it safe. So normally it's minus 16 on block, but with the pushback, it's like barely. Like Sub-Zero's gonna punish this, but a lot of characters at a full, perfectly spaced fucking Windy Sword, Twisty Stick from that range, right? If I did this shit at max range, very few characters can punish that at minus 16 because of the pushback. And the mixing up guessing game is I could just amplify it and then I'm at minus 1. You can flawless block it, but as you can see on the flawless block frame data, it's only minus 6 on flawless block. So to punish this on flawless block, you still have to spend the bar. You have to up 2. You can't just sit there and flawless block and then jab punish like most flawless blockable strings. This one, you have to spend the bar. So you can just sit there and just kind of stagger this shit, you know, and that's kind of what they do. You can do it off of this, keep it safe. You know, if you don't want to take the risk of the full Skywalker off of that, you can do that into that. Boom. If it hits, just take the plus frames and the restand. If it misses, right, if they're blocked, you can spend the bar, and unless they know how to flawless block, you're 100% safe. And also that, because that's a restand, if you get this string, this is how you end most of your combos, right? Because that keeps them standing. So this string 4-2, restands, always just go right into that. Now you don't have to worry about wake up. That's the primary reason why people grab this twisty stick down back 4 thing, is for the restand and the safety shenanigans. Now the other move that we have equipped is Skywalker. I feel like Fujin just doesn't really exist without this. I feel like this is integral to his character. Without Skywalker, he's kind of like basic as fuck. But with Skywalker, this character actually feels like a full character. It's the teleport input, right? To do it, you do down, up, and he starts running. There's a bunch of dumb shit you can do. You can press 1 and he goes backwards. You can press 2 and he doesn't do anything. There's no 2. You can press 4 and he doesn't do nothing. Okay? But if you press 3, he gets a dive kick. Now, 1, hold up. 1 doesn't have an amplify. Okay? So you see there, oh yeah, it does. You just have to hit, right? Wait a minute. Oh, okay. You gotta spend it. You gotta spend it fast, and then he has that to it, right? So let me start. Ah! Damn it! Ah! I don't fuck with this character. Ah, I got it there. There it is. That's what it looks like. The one that you want to pay attention to the most is the dive kick. Okay, if he gets 2 steps when he does the dive kick, so you see how that was, wait, was it 2? Let me see. Right, 1, 2, dive kick, and then you amplify it, and he does a knee. So this is the dive kick, amplify. Dive kick, amplify. But if you can take 2 steps in the air, he gets a combo. Let me get it right. I think I have to get the cross-up on it. It's the cross-up one. It's usually how it's done. There it is. Yeah. And then you can do whatever fucking Windy Jesus bullshit you got, right? And then the other thing he has off of that is just regular amplify, and that's how you hit with this. Okay, so when you do normal fucking Skywalker, let me just do it. Okay, it doesn't actually hit anybody. You have to amplify it to get the actual hit. Hold up. Come on, Fujin. There we go. You got to amplify it to get the actual hit, and you can amplify it further. Right? You can amplify it, right? And then amplify it further with the Skywalker 1 or the Skywalker dive kick. So you could spend 2 bars in a combo easily with Fujin. But that's what we have equipped. This seems to be the basic build that I wouldn't want to say optimal, but this is the build you're going to see more often than not. He's got other builds that I think are as powerful as this build, but this is the popular one because you get all the Skywalker shenanigans of flying around and being hard as fuck to hit. You have Fujin's core base kit, which is already cheap as fuck, and you get the restand, and you can combo extend without. Oh, that's the other thing about Skywalker. When you do this, you can cancel it into that, and that's kind of the thing that we were talking about. You can do that, and then combo there. So, like, hold on. Let me see if I can, yeah, something like that. Hold on. Let me not fuck it up. That sort of shit, right? That's why you grab Air Arsenal, is to be able to combo without having to do the cancel. But when you do Skywalker, if at any time you want to just cancel it, it's down, down, and then he'll just drop straight down for the cost of a defensive bar. I wouldn't necessarily recommend using it in combos, but some people do to maximize more damage. You can get another extension because he drops straight down while they're in a juggle state. So there are combo possibilities and utility with the Skywalker cancel. Now, moving on to his important strings. All of his strings are important, but they're all fucking stupid. Okay, the first one I'm going to talk about is 1-1. Now, you guys know I don't really talk about jabs that much in these beginner guides unless they're notable. He's got a lot of shit off of his standing one. Okay, standing one is your normal, typical high, but you can do 1-1, And this gives you a mid, and this is your kind of auto shimmy. If they're trying to like flawless block up to you, you do the 1-1, and you can kind of blow up a lot of up 2s. And then you get 1-1 up 4. This is going to be your primary punish. If you get a crushing blow with 1-1 up 4, he does a crushing blow, and it turns into a rain kick. You can't combo off of it, but it gives you a lot of damage meterlessly, unbreakably, and a side swap. The other extension off of the standing 1 is going to be the 1-2 instead of 1-1. So this is a little easier to flawless block up 2 if they see it coming. But this is also his best stagger because he's got this follow-up of 4-3-4. And the way I do this string is I do 1-2, and then I drag my thumb around like that, right? So 1-2, down to 4, sideways to 3-4, right? So it's like a circle with my thumb. 1-2, 4-3-4. It's a dial. You got to do the whole thing. But what's notable about it is -5 on block, -5 on fucking flawless block. It does cash you out if you complete the string. But you can constantly stagger this, and they won't know when it's going to come, right? They don't know when it's going to come, and if you can get a good hit on them, you can hit confirm into fucking Skywalker, right? Let me just do it. There. Right. Hit confirm right into Skywalker off of the 1-2 or the 1-1 doesn't combo though. Just do note that. Oh, actually it does. Spacing dependent, because I've seen that combo drop before. Could have been lag though. Maybe it was lag, but I've seen that combo drop. But 1-2, 1-2 be hitting. All right, and so you want to stagger and alternate between 1-1 and 1-2, and 1-1 up 4 and 1-2 4-3-4. Keep them guessing. It's very, very hard to interrupt this stagger setup. Next important string is going to be back 1. This is his primary, like his most important mid-range mid stagger. So again, 1-2 and 1-1. Yeah, they're really fast and they're really good, but they're highs. So when you need a mid, you got back 1-1. Has a follow-up, a back 1-1, 2-1-2. And then he does this whole fucking this shit. And this is a very, very difficult hit confirm, as I was saying before. Right? You got to make sure and hit before the 3rd and 4th hit. You got to hit the down up in between there. And it's not on the sound effect. If you hit through the sound effect, you've done it too late. So that's kind of how you do this hit confirm off back 1-1, 2-1. Yeah, that was too late, right? I hit down up before the 3rd hit connects, right? So when he spins the sword and it hits them, right? He goes slice, slice, spin the sword, down, up, the sword hits, it cancels. And that's when you got to hit it. I know a lot of people struggle with that one. But it's a nasty stagger because you can do back 1-1, back 1-1 again, right? Back 1-1, and then just go all in. If it hits, then all right, hit confirm for full combo. If it's blocked, then it's safe, right? Back 1-1, 2-1-2 is safe. It's -20, but with the pushback, it's kind of hard to like punish it. Do note that they can flawless block, and a lot of the gimmicks of what they'll do is this shit, right? Into that, into the twisty stick. So you can be quasi-safe with this. And if you're just going to play it conservative, back 1-1, it's -14. But with the pushback, it's hard to jab punish it. Especially if he hits you back 1-1 back here. Very, very hard to punish that string. Very, very hard to punish the follow-up and the mix-up. And at any time, if anything hits, he can confirm into a fucking full combo. Fuck Fujin, right? Next most important move is going to be... What the fuck is this really fucking leaf blowing right here, right now? 4-2. Fuck this move. Covers a lot of space. Can't do much with it. It's not really a hit or a special move cancelable, but you can do this grab follow-up and get a nice little side swap combo. But mostly you just look at the space control on this thing. If they're in here and they're not blocking, they're stuck. And 4-2, it's -7 on block. It's relatively safe. You could even do the full string. 4-2 grab is still -7 on block. This shit, just do it. Just do it. Get yourself a knockdown. Now you can come in and do this dumb shit. Next important move is going to be the other two. Back two. Back two. Look at this range. Look at this range, right? From way back here. You see that shit? From way back here. Okay? Skywalker. Back here, Skywalker. You see this? Do you guys not understand that bullshit that is? I'm fucking up the combo, but like, just look at this. Look, he can even do it super close if you hold the button. But if you just type it from this far away, full hit confirmable combo. Full hit confirmable combo from almost full screen. Almost. And it's got a very big attack box. So a lot of times it'll catch them jumping. So you see how like it's as tall as a character and it covers all the space there. So if you do it a little early and they jump, it comes back towards Fujin. It'll catch them in the air. And if you fucking hit the back two down up, you can hit confirm for full combo. So it's very hard to get around this. You just do this shit and they have to block it, and it's safe, right? It's safe. You do back two, right? At the range that you can do it at max range. Are they what's 21 frames startup from full screen that can punish this? Not a lot. A lot of characters got to hold this move. Next most important move is going to be 4-3. So this is the dumb shit, right? It's only one follow-up, 4-3-1. If you can get the second hit to hit without hitting the first hit, you get that combo or that crushing blow. There's combos and things you can do, launching them and whiffing the first hit. It's not what's important. What's important about 4-3 is it's a low that covers the same range approximately as back two. And this is where the mix is. This is where the 50-50 is. You do this, lock them down, right? And then this, lock them down. And then you just go back and forward into that. If they're going to jump, this will catch the jump. If they're going to walk, this will catch the walk. Once you get in, if they block all that, okay, 4-3-1. Now I'm safe, and I'm doing back 1-1 bullshit. So you just do this at that range. Did you press a button? Okay, whatever, fuck you, full combo, right? You can do this, same shit. Did you push a button? Oh, okay, full combo. Let me get that, let me get that. Oh, I thought you didn't know that you're not allowed to walk or jump or neutral duck against Fujin. I didn't know that you didn't know that. You should know that by now, okay? Don't do any buttons against Fujin. But you see how he controls the entire fucking screen just with two moves. And both of them can launch for a full fucking combo. For at least 25%. I could do more damage. I'm just doing basic shit to show you guys what the possibilities are. Next most important move, okay? Is going to be forward 4. There's an overhead on this, right? There's a nice little overhead. That's flawless blockable. If you could hit this overhead at the end of the string, I think it's like a couple of times, right? 4-4-3. You hit it 2 times in a row. The second hit, then you can get a crushing blow and it launches. But what's important about forward 4 is not really the follow-up or the crushing blow. It's just that it's a nice 16-frame startup mid. It's pretty good, like, close range from here, right? Because at this range, you don't necessarily want to do forward 3 or back 2. So now you have a mid. Once they start getting into, like, range 2, you have a mid that's advancing that's a little bit safer. See how that whiffs? But this, bam. And you can sit there and throw it out and hit confirm off the hit. Hold on. Come on. Come on. There we go. I was trying to do Skywalker off it, but I guess not. There we go. It's a one-hit hit confirm, but Skywalker you can make safe anyways, right? You can just stagger into that, but it's a good long, like mid-range mid to lock them down at that closer range. Last move that I want to talk about is going to be his down 4. If you look at the hitbox, you see he jumps. This down 4, if you look at the frame data is deceiving, right? It's 9 frame, low, plus 18, blah, blah, blah. Like, it seems pretty generic, but that is deceiving. If you look at the hitbox, he jumps when he does it. And he kind of lays sideways, too, right? Let me move him over here, right? He lays sideways, and his feet are his whole body is off the ground. So if your opponent is doing their down 3 or down 1, a lot of times he just goes right over their foot and hits them. And because it's a crouching poke, he's already ducking under highs, ducking under low, or not lows, ducking under certain mids. Fujin is a fucking bitch ass for ducking mids. That's one other thing about this shit, right? I'm just talking about the space control on that. But forward 3 also ducks mids. It also ducks mid projectile. It ducks a lot of shit. Fujin is a bastard about a weird ass hitbox just avoiding shit. It's on theme because he's like supposed to be a real evasive character. But yeah, down 4. And you can do down 4 into that shit. Or you can do down 4 into that. It's plus 18 on block, so you can do this and jail that. That's 16 frames, right? And this is what, 15? Back 1 is 15 frames. Doesn't even matter what the frame data is on back 1. It's 13 frames. Whatever. It may as well be fucking 9 frames for how much range it has for a mid that fast. But those are Fujin's most important moves. That's kind of how you put it all together to get him to work. The range that he's strongest at, I would say, is like any range. He doesn't really have a bad range. Even like way back here. Even full screen. First of all, he has a projectile, which you can equip other projectiles for. And he's got, you know, that shit that he can kind of control space. So even if you're zoning, he's got that projectile. But if he wants, he can just do this shit, right? He can just do this. And then if you thought you were going to push some buttons and punish him, he's got that. So even at full screen, he's got a presence. He's got things he can do to be scary. I would say his worst range would be here. But then I remembered, oh yeah, that's right. Never mind. Oh, what about here? Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind. Well, what about here? Oh, right. Never mind. And all of his staggers are so damn oppressive that it makes his grab game even scarier. And not only that, but if you look at this, right? Oh, hold on. Let me just not fuck up, right? Let me get over here, right? I can't wave dash with a fucking PlayStation controller. I can't wave dash with it. There we go. There we go. All right. There's the wave dash. There's the wave dash. As you can see, he's got like one of the best wave dashes in the game. So being able to move in and move out and control all of the space that he would be moving in and out of, right? Because you're blocking back 2 and forward 3, and you're worried about getting hit for a full combo from full screen. So you're blocking, taking a defensive position, and then he has the best wave dash in the game, and he just dashes in and grabs you, and you're just like, fuck me, man. Fuck this character. Fuck Fujin. That's the Fujin beginner guide. There's a lot to cover, but he's not an easy character to use in the slightest, but he is one of the best characters. I believe he goes even with Cetrion, maybe. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that shit because, like, I just learn how to play characters and try to win instead of listen to some pro player telling me who's the best character. But Fujin is one of the best characters. So have fun with Windy Jesus. Just know that I'll probably duck you in Combat League, this fucking character, I swear to God.